sets. I think the Slowking set was pretty good, and then if we still have time, the Kalvar set was really good too.
All right, let's get to Slowking. Let's start with Slowking and go from there. Slowking is like a guy who's been like, I don't know if this is true or not, but my take on him is that he's like a guy who's been quietly like rising up the ranks and is like kind of becoming like a very, very high level threat. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I've played him one time and it was going well until it wasn't. That went really bad.
Okay. So let's start with like from the get-go. So how does he open? Gets to the floor. I do like how he's handling these lasers. Like just by kind of like I like his positioning on the lasers. Like he's just kind of like feeling out like when Falco is going to like fire them. And I think that his decision to like wave dash like on this shot, like when he sees the Falco shining here, is like perfect. Because he knows that the Falco has to jump out of this. So like this up smash I think is very savvy. Back throw seems good. Good edge guard. Oh, I like that idea. Okay. So this is kind of, I feel like you do this edge guard a lot.
Yeah.
But I think like what do you like about, so is there anything different about how he's doing it, would you say?
I think he's just like overall more efficient with it.
So describe how would you set this up? So you get the back throw let's start with the back throw. So you get this back throw, how do you cover the illusion?
I would typically back air, but I think forward air is a better choice in this spot, especially since it looks like or since his percent so low still, it actually sends at a decent angle.
I'd agree with that.
Edge guard opportunity.
What if Slowking goes low? Like, what if Slowking opts to not illusion here? Like, does him turning around like mess him up here? No, screw him, or like, is it fine?
I think it's worse than back air, just because you have to, if you want to drift to cover the ledge, then you have to cover with like a down air. You have to time a down air.
Could you fall forward in fair?
Yeah.
Like fast fall fair?
Mhm.
Because I think that's kind of the setup he's going for. Like he's going in place and he's drifting back in response to like the Falco like coming forward, right? So I get the feeling that if he goes low, he can just like drift forward.
Yeah. And then he covers for another side B with like the the short hop there.
Yeah, so like let's look at that moment. So we got boom, boom, and then like this is perfect. It covers the side B, and then he like grabs so this is kind of a babysit. It's almost like an on-stage babysit. Because then like once Falco comes up like this, he's already got his intangibility like dealt with. I think he's supposed to fast fall here. I think he wanted to, but he just missed it.
Yeah.
And I think this would have actually like covered everything. So I think it's the little movement. It's the little movements. I think what I notice about him is he's trying to like limit the amount of moves he has to hit and the amount of moves he has to like do that are different.
Yeah.
So like if he can solve something with just his fair, like by just like doing fair and then like adjusting the movement a bit, like he's more likely to want to do that than to have to do a completely different move.
Yeah.
We'll see if like this holds up. He could have just killed him here, right?
Yeah. I think if I hit that side B, I hit up B every time. It's
Yeah.
like perfect. It says at the perfect angle.
Yeah, like this is like such a free kill. Okay, cool. I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought that. Boom. Okay. Interesting. What do you think of this? Like, so what's standing out to you? When you watch his play, what's standing out to you about, like, what's going on here?
I think he's very good at, like, reaction-based things. Like that side B kind of reacted, wave dashed away, and then hit him. Same with, like, the up smash at the start. Like, reacted to...
the shine.
And then went in with an up smash.
Yeah. Let's actually turn the sound on so we can react better too. And what do you know? What do you notice about this combo string? Because I really like some of the things he's doing here when it comes. Like I really like how he's structured this punish. So like here, I really like the double jump. Like you saw the double jump, right?
Yep.
So like that keeps him from going too high, which lets him ladder here with like the down smash and such. Like that was crazy.
Yeah, that was really good. I don't think I'd ever have nared there.
So let's break down the decision making here. So like what is like what's different? What would you have gone for, and why is his play better?
So here I think I do the same nair or a forward air, but I think the nair is definitely better.
So why do you like the nair?
He's at a low enough percent where he can't really get off the platform very easily.
Okay, so keeps him in combo.
And then he has to land on the platform, and then you can hit everything with a down smash after you land.
Or like I mean, like it's easy to RTC here. Like
Yeah.
it's a confined location. This is free.
Yep.
So he takes this down smash. What do you think of the combo choice here with the next nair?
I personally would have up tilted instead.
Okay. What's the pros and cons of them?
So the up tilt, if he's DIing the way he is, he just gets sent straight up. And I feel like you can hit like a down air or something, or an up air from there. The nair, it kind of like a big nuts move where you're like, I know you're gonna tech in place, or this is the only thing it covers.
Well, he hit him before landing, right?
Oh yeah. That's right.
Yeah, like he's totally in the air here.
I think if you hit this, then you can get like, I think you get like kind of like the same follow up as up tilt, but he can DI to this top platform. And
if he's faster onto that platform, can he up-B him?
I think that if you do like an aerial interrupt, which is really fast, I think he might be able to. So that should definitely kill from here.
Well, yeah, like that's like okay. So let me clarify. I'm not asking like I'm pretty sure he can like because he gets this grab. I'm pretty sure he can like up-B if he can hit the up-B if he gets onto it. What I'm more asking is like, do you think that the up-B kills off the top here?
Yeah, for sure. It kills at like 69%.
Off the top? Really?
Off the top.
Oh my god, that's crazy! Oh my god, yo, from the floor? That's nuts. That's wild to me. Holy shit. Okay, yeah. So do you think that might be a consideration here?
Yeah.
Like maybe I think he messed up his movement, but like I'm thinking like there's got to be a reason for that play. And like potentially killing at 70 on Falco is like a very good reason there. Talk to me about this. Why do you think he misses his edge grab?
I just didn't turn around.
Yeah, it was right there.
Oh yeah, he turned around and then returned around again.
Yeah, he didn't get the smash turn. He got like slow turn, so then he wasn't facing the right way. So he should have had that. So what are you noticing about his movement? He's not even looking at his character. He's never looking at his character, is he?
No.
How do you think it's possible that he's having such good reactions to him?
A lot of practice, I think.
Okay, sure, but like, let's try to find a better answer than that. So he does this. What do you think he's reacting to as Falco's coming in? Is he reacting to anything, or is he just like putting this out?
Oh, probably like a jump or something. But he also could just be putting it out because it would cover.
He doesn't jump though. It's just it's all walk, right? It's like Falco enters crouch, then he's still like sliding forward. He just starts walking. I think that he's just like looking at this and he's like, yo, he shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
So he just kicks him.
Yeah.
Same with that one. I haven't seen much forward tilt out of him so far.
Yeah.
So what do you think he's gonna... Yeah, okay. So what do you think, like, his combo is at this, like, here? Where do you think he, like, stops the chain grab? Okay, so here, on the platform.
Yeah. I don't think he stops it until they land on the platform.
So what do you think the advantage to that is?
You just get, like, a guaranteed %.
Yeah. Do you think you do the same thing, or do you think you, like, ever ended early?
I think I ended early in up smash at 0. Or down smash.
But you have the tech chase. You have the tech skill to do this.
Yeah. I've been kind of working on the chain grab more because I think it's definitely the next thing that I need to implement in my punish.
How do you think he gets this forward tilt? This, like, because this forward tilt looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, what do you think he's looking at when he moves in? What do you think he's looking at from the Falco when he's moving in? Like, from here.
Yeah, I think as soon as, like, the Falco turns around, he knows that he can't really put out anything that would endanger him coming in.
Yeah, because, like, Falco's moves coming forward aren't as good as his Wally moves.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also up angled, which makes you think that he is trying to, like, stuff the jump.
Yeah, and if you get that close, you can just stuff out the jump too.
Yeah. So up angled, like, actually, that's an interesting thing. How many of his tilts do you think have been like normal forward tilt, and how many have been up angled?
I'd say probably most of them are up angled.
Yeah. Is that the same for you?
Nah, I want them to be. I don't think they all are though.
Okay. Yeah, because he's bodying him.
Yeah.
This is, like, not close. I feel like that was supposed to be a down smash.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't, though. What is there a reason you can think of to, like, do the down tilt here?
Never. I think down tilt's a terrible move. It's in neutral for sure.
Okay.
Could have been like maybe a grab or something.
True.
Or a jab.
So what is, like, Slowking doing? What is Slowking doing well, and what is he not doing well here, would you say?
I think he slowed it down a lot. He's playing a lot more on the platform, so he's not as susceptible to Luigi's ground movement on the stage.
Okay.
And it kind of makes Jah have to guess when he's coming down and what he's coming down with.
He's also winning these, like, waveland, like, mix-ups. Like, when Jah is looking for, like, a pickup, like, off a dropped combo, he's also doing a much better job of, like, taking those.
Yeah.
And then that, I feel like this is actually good know-how. Because, like, this is a thing that I feel like that can sometimes just happen.
Yeah.
That looks kind of intentional to me, I'm not gonna lie. What do you think?
I think it could be too. I don't want to say that there's good merit that pushing someone off with dash attack is like a good idea, but I think it works more often than it should.
So what's bad about it? Like, obviously the end lag.
Yeah, if you miss, you're in a bad position because you're just walking towards the very edge of the stage.
Okay, but this is a tech chase. Like, this is gonna, like, he's...
Oh, yeah.
Like I feel like this is obviously gonna hit. So if we know it's going to hit, then like what's the downside?
I guess if Slowking doesn't double jump right out of the hit stun and like waits to sweet spot the ledge, I think you have a hard time stopping that.
Couldn't you just like fall off and fall off
and dare? Yeah.
Because you can also see him like Luigi's actionable here.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say if he starts to dare early enough, I think it.
Yeah, he tried to dare.
Yeah, he tried to too. Huh.
And you just punched him out of it. So maybe there is something here. If you know the hit is guaranteed, maybe it's not as like trashy as it looks.
Yeah. That's true.
What would you do instead? If not the dash attack there, what do you think the play is on the tech chase? Because it's a pretty guaranteed tech chase.
Yeah, I'm thinking down smash. Ooh. Yeah, I think down smash.
Just for the pop-up to hit him off?
Yeah, just for the pop-up, and then like an up air, forward air on their DIN.
But what if they don't DIN? Then you're like your situation's significantly worse if they don't DIN. What about like could it be grab?
You could also grab
forward throw.
You can also F smash here too, like a downward angled F smash.
Or like you could do the jab, like jab 1 2 3.
Jab 1 2 3, yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think that like the big thing is though, like he has a plan with that. It's clear he has a plan as soon as that happens, though. What on earth? Okay. That's not like a new. That's not like a new thing y'all are doing, right?
No.
Okay. I really like these Waveland follow-ups. Yeah, so what I notice about him is that his punish game is very controlled. Like
yeah, it's so good.
But like it's good in a way that like so let's say that Slowking techs in place. Like or Slowking cuz like I feel like this is jump Waveland, but I feel like if he like this I feel like he could have also done the instant double jump nair here and covered like tech in place too. And then transitioned out on the Waveland if he saw transitioned out into the Waveland if he saw the no tech. Like I feel like the way he's like set up his movement is allowing him to like cover lots of options. And he's working in a really controlled fashion to get onto like the spots he needs to for the punish, for him to be able to like take the full tree. I don't like that down air.
No.
But like that's the first like thing I'd say that was like like, because everything else here has been gold.
Yeah.
What do you think you go for in this spot? Like, what do you see, like, when you throw him onto, like, when you hit him with this, like, grab, when you get this grab here, what do you see?
I like the Waveland. And I think I down smash here instead of grab again.
So there's, like, a priority, so he's prioritizing grab on the platforms grab way more than you are.
Yeah, like, I think his chain grabs are so good that he's just like, anytime I get a grab, especially on a platform, it's just a free 50% for me.
It was like more than that.
Well, yeah.
I don't think he's done less than like 70 with like his grab with like a grab conversion. Like his average is like really like okay. There've been a few dropped grabs, but like his grab conversion rate, like when he gets full combo, like it is full combo.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. So, Slowking is definitely doing a better job of keeping him out here. I don't know how I don't know how Luigi deals with that.
I
But
don't know
maybe
either.
like the answer will reveal itself to us.
Yeah.
I do like how he's drifting. So this is a big thing that I noticed that
Okay.
he's really good about. Like when he does this fast fall nair, like drifting outside of Falco's like aerial out of shield, shine out of shield, and shield grab is like really, really good. Because it means that like Falco has to like wave dash out of shield or up smash in order to hit him, and he doesn't want to particularly do either of those things. Gorgeous. How does he get this nair? So does he just kind of puts it out, right? Yeah. So this is like, I've seen you do these. This is what those are for?
Yeah. Like
Cool.
catching aerials like that.
Cool. So he kind of like the way he dealt with it there was kind of just like playing off of serve, which it does work. But I'm curious to see how he does it here. So there he's like he's jumping between the lasers. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
Like using Luigi's short hop to like, cause he does it again too, like shortly after. So like using his like high short hop to like maneuver around the laser.
Yeah. Oh, something else that he was doing that was really good is exactly this. But as soon as they'd shoot a second laser, he would do a quick double jump, so he'd go over and then immediately down B into the Falco.
Yeah, I think I saw that in the first game. So like he's actually like finding ways to like eke out air, like some maneuverability in the air against like what Falco's doing. And I feel like that's something that's kind of missing from your play.
Yeah.
So like this is like, I think that like the jumping around the laser stuff, like with like jumping around the laser and then using the double jump down B to go around the second laser, I think that those are like things that are definitely worth looking into because like they seem quite good. And then when he mixes in like power shields as well, like I saw some power shields in the first game, like all of this looks quite strong. Like, Slowking still takes that, but yeah, that's got to be Falco's best level against him, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Like, by a mile?
I think Pokemon's really good too.
Interesting. Why Pokemon? Do you mean Pokemon like frozen Pokemon, or do you mean Pokemon?
Frozen
Okay.
Pokemon.
Interesting. I would have thought that, like, original recipe Pokemon would be harder.
I haven't played enough good Falcos on non-frozen stadium to really have a big opinion on that one.
True. So he's definitely more liberal. He uses the down B, like, and that jump around laser thing is like really good. Like I'm noticing that's coming out in a big way in a lot of these.
Yeah, it like stuffs out the second laser.
So what's the deal on this first laser? So the first laser is kind of like a mid-height one, and the second one's a low one, because I guess he's trying to like combo the laser into something.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay. Point is, but like I feel like with how big Luigi's jump is, it's kind of a lot of things work, and I do like this tech chase, like just calling out like a tech option, and then being like, I'm just gonna hard cover this, and if you do it, you die. Like that's not bad. Might even be a reaction. Like I don't think he moved like I think he moved technically afterwards, but
yeah.
There's that down B we talked about. It didn't work out, but like the fact that he's doing it, like I think the thing that I'm noticing is that the down B, because it pulls Luigi down, it like allows him to get back onto the stage. So he's not really even though like when he uses his double jump for it, he's not really at risk of like losing his double jump. Or like playing like a prolonged position without it.
Yeah.
And like the odds of counter hit are pretty good. What do you think about this sequence? Like so he does the chain grab here, and like what do you think about like what follows?
I actually really like that. I think
like the triple jab?
I think the triple jab's really good, and then I would walk back because almost every single time the stupid Falco is gonna come up with the down air at you,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can just punish him with like an F tilt and then wave dash off, back air him or something.
Could you like jump? Could you like dash jump this way and like dash jump and then jump back into back air?
Yeah, to like hit him out of his back or hit him out of his down air.
Yeah, to like just kind of like hit him up here. Because the motion's like that.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. I
Because
was
I'm
also thinking,
yeah.
um, just like a short hop down air too.
True. So what do you like about what do you like about short up down air?
I think it covers him coming up, so you don't have to risk trading with back air or the down air at all.
True. So like your thing. So my path is this way, and your pathway is like your pathway would be like to put Luigi here, and then just have like your down air out here.
Yeah, or you could do the thing in the first game with the forward air too.
True. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So jumping back like that. Okay. Cool. So you could also fair him here.
I think back air is probably the best.
Really? You like it more?
Yeah, I like it the most, I think.
So what do you like about it?
If you hit, you just kill him. Which I mean, if you hit any of these, you just kill him.
But there's there's an additional component.
Yeah. If you miss or he tries to like jump up and side B, you just can cover both the ledge, like grab the ledge if it goes lower, and then back air if it goes higher.
Or you can just keep back airing.
Yeah.
Or you can double jump back air. So like it kind of fans out into more it fans out into more plays, right?
Yeah, you're not stuck on stage trying to cover all of his recovery options. You can start like suffocating him with the back air.
Right. And that's kind of what I was hoping we would like see here. We would spot here, because I think that like what I really like about what I really like about his sequencing after this is that it has a lot of that principle. So like this here, to me, is like a fantastic example of this, because he like grabs the edge and like you can kind of see he's like watching what's going on as he's going over, because it's like he hits him, he checks him, like he goes forward this way, then realizes, oh, he's actually fallen past the ledge, so I'm gonna grab the edge quickly then.
Yep.
So then here he's like, okay, cool. So now I'm not locked into this. Get on, hit him, and then boom.
Yeah.
Like, to me, this is like, that whole sequence is very, like, uses similar principles. I know he doesn't use it on the edge guard, it's, like, the edge guard on the left side, but I think that, like, you could, like, we can see how, like, he has a good sense of, like, when to not play for maximum power, or, like, not to lock himself into playing for maximum power. Because I think that, like, all the decisions here, like in this edge guard from this point on, are kind of like middle strength in a lot of ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's not taking the highest knockback thing because he wants to keep because with this up air is genius, because if Slowking holds in on the up air, he just gets the combo anyway because Slowking goes up here. So then he just like slaps him off and he's fine. But like by him holding away, he's like the fact that it's medium power allows him to like grab the edge still grab the edge while he's close, which then lets him get like this controlled position on the edge guard. And we could split hairs over whether or not the down smash was the best thing to do or not, but like at the end of the day, it's consistent, it gets a hit, it's easy to trade with this up air with this controlled position, and then he can just keep pushing advantage.
Yeah.
And I think that's like the real beauty here.
Mm-hmm.
So he 3-1s him?
Yeah.
Damn. Good stuff. Well, we should be able to get to Kalvar. I think that like the biggest thing we're noticing is like how he moves around the lasers and like the thing is, I really like how all the lows he goes for in combat, because then these are the types of lasers that would be good against his like jump around shit. Mm-hmm. But like he's under them. By like crouching and using his like down smash and lows and down B, he's underneath them a lot anyway. So he's kind of like got it's know what this is? This is Sheik's high-low mix-up. This is just like the Sheik or like Crouchy character, like Jigglypuff. It's just their high-low mix-up on the lasers. It's just he has to do it differently. Because he's got like a high jump. Like the emphasis is more on the high jump. Like that, but it's you see what I mean, right? Like it's just the same system. Oh my god, he's so greedy. I love it. Let's go. Mid-tier's maxing their like mid-tier's going for like the max punish. Like absolutely. I love everything about this cuz it's just like obviously he fares here and it's like if he doesn't fare here, where does Slowking DI to get out of the up air?
Away.
And like he goes over here, right?
Yeah. Oh, this is also something that Jah's very good at is like mixing these options up. Especially like the Kalvar set, he goes for like a ton of down throw, like over and over and over, and then like in like some crucial spot where if he gets a forward throw, he gets like a big return on it. He'll forward throw, and then Kalvar's already DI'd for the down throw, and he gets a big follow up.
Oh, this correction on the tech chase for the momentum with the down B, like. I know it ends his combo, but like that extra hit matters.
Yeah.
Like that's such a cool use of like the down B to stop his momentum. That's so cool. He never DIs that, like he never gives Slowking. This is the other thing. I haven't really seen him get popped up from a down air very often.
Yeah.
Like he's always holding down for down airs, and I think that like that is making a huge difference too. Ah, Falco, unable to find the hard aerial. Shut up, Stewed. It's like, gets the misfire, doesn't matter. Oh, it matters. What do you think of these wave dashes out of shield versus the lasers? Like, when he respawns... What are your thoughts on those?
I think it's a good mix. I don't know. I think it's so tough to move in on Falco that I think the short hops are just better.
But I feel like, but just for the short hops to work, like the short hops only work because you think that like Falco's coming in afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Or like he's coming in as part of it. So like, if I feel like. So wait, like, how positive do you think lasers are on shield?
I have no clue.
They're like +1 or +2.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2 or 3 frames.
Yeah. So laser into laser is a pretty laggy action. Like Falco fires lasers once every. Like if he does 2 short hop lasers back to back, they're not terribly efficient. Like let me grab.
Yeah.
Like let's consult Fight Core real quick. So this is like, let's get some frame data know-how here. Laser. Air. So 13. But we don't want to, like, this would be highest laser. And Falco is in the air for at least 17 frames. So it's usually going to be around, like, 5 jump squat plus, assuming that he's doing low lasers, or like B-kite lasers, we're looking around for every 21 to, around every 21 to 20 frames. Like 20 frames, and then there'd be like 1 extra frame of cooldown. Yeah, so like every 21-ish frames, and it'll be on like every 21-ish frames he fires the laser. And he's plus, let's see here, shield stun 3. Shield stun 3, but then he like hit lag is 4, so 7, but then 1 comes off of each of them. So he's +1 or +3. Based on the math, because like these both go down because of the flooring part of the calculation when they're staled even once. So, so these go down to like he's +1 or +3. Cool. So generally +1. So with that in mind, the thing that I would ask you is, what can we do within 20 frames of a wave dash? Like out of a wave dash, which takes 14, what can we do with like that 6-frame window?
Quite a bit.
Right. So I think those wave dashes out of shield fulfill a bigger purpose, and we can't write them off like completely.
Yeah.
Like, see, like he like, because the other thing here is like it's not like the short hop thing is like guaranteed just like beat out what Falco does.
Yeah.
Like depending on how, like he can bait it, he can position it. We need like it is important to have offensive options in case like I think that the wave dash forward is a call out on laser into laser.
Yeah.
And I think that Slowking realizes that, which is why he's not doing it all that much. Because he'd actually rather like be the one dictating the offense in this matchup. Like, I think that he's like taking the position of like, I'd rather be the one like deciding how the offense works here. Because like this, like we can see that Jah's actionable after this like laser. Like he's slow on the next one, but like on the first one where he like moves quickly on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, this is, like, a really bad wave dash, and he was still actionable on it. Like, he's getting his forward hill going. Like, this could have easily been, like, another shield. But yeah, he just didn't happen to, like, do the thing. And I feel like that's actually kind of big, because what that means is that, like, wave dashing out of shield does work versus laser as long as as long as we finish the wave dash within as long as we're actionable, like we come out of the wave dash and are actionable within range of Falco, like within a range where we can hit Falco, he is actually punishable for laser.
Okay.
I also heard another dash attack start up.
Yeah, I think you might be right on the first game where he dash attack at edge guarded.
Yeah.
Because here I think it definitely has some more merit. If you eat his double jump, he just gets put into like a horrible position.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like after a single jab.
I'm not liking his edge guarding as much here, but I am liking his on-stage game. Like, I'm really liking how he's fighting here. Like, what stands out to me is that he's just, like, he's kind of, like, he's picking his trades very carefully.
Yeah.
And, yeah, like, I feel like he's kind of, like, paced out the stock, sort of, with where, like, what hits he's allowed to take, like, with, like, what risks he's willing to take and which risks he's not willing to take. And he's, like, doing a good job of using that to stay ahead. Like, I feel like he's actually, like, measured... Like, I get the feeling that he's kind of, like, measured out, like, which interactions he's willing to, like, play. Like, which risky interactions he's willing to play. And kind of timed them for, like... Timed them well, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That air dodge was gorgeous.
Yep.
How did you think he was going to get back?
Air dodge.
Okay, so that's like a thing you got. That's
Yeah.
like, that's standard fare. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
After you get the second back, you can just air dodge and get back the quickest.
Yeah, now he's kind of in like a sticky situation with like his shield and such. When his shield health is low, is it just me or is he like kind of like retreating to the platforms more? Like, it feels like he kind of, like, he messes up his movement there, but I get the feeling that, like, when his shield is small, and he can't use it to defend himself, or, like, power shield, or go for, like, mix-up, like, he can't, it doesn't really, like, serve its function anymore. I feel like he just kind of, like, takes, like, stalemates with the side plat a little bit. Oh, the spacing. He kind of is like, he's doing a good job of hit and running around these like side platforms. I feel like he's not like, he's kind of like getting, like, I don't know how he's getting Slowking off the top platform, but I feel like he's, well, I guess Slowking has to leave the top platform as part of his positioning to like, to try to get more on it. And I feel like Jah is doing a good job of like looking for the play around here rather than the play around here. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah. Like he's moving around the ground instead of trying to hit him.
Yeah. Because I think if we go like earlier into this stock, like if we watch this, like where does he go for his hits? It's like, so here he's like goes for the side, he covers the side platform, he covers the space around the side platform, he covers the ground, he covers the side platform, covers it again, covers the floor, covers the side platform, but none of it is the top platform. Like when he's on the top platform, he's just kind of like, whatever, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like he doesn't even bother going up there. I guess like even there, like even on that fair, I'd still argue it's more about the covering the side platform.
Yeah, I agree.
So, like, all of his, like, coverage is around here and here.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, specifically, I would say, like, well, let's actually, like, flag this, because I think that this is important. So, the key things that he's doing here that I think are strong, that I would say are strong and worth flagging, it's, like, this chunk of space here, and this chunk of space here, and kind of, like, everything, there's, like, a bit of it that extends behind it, like, here to here. And this is kind of like the important part to him. Would you say that's accurate?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's like below that, I would say there's another section of space that's like also important for him for coverage like here. Maybe it actually goes to like here. But I feel like these are like the main spots that he's covering. And a lot of his motion, like movement, is like around like covering it like this almost. See what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like covering it like this. It's always like one of these two movements to like maximize how much like space he's covering. Because like it's like that nair he did coming up like here.
Yeah.
And then he back airs here. And I get the feeling like if the back air didn't work, then he was still he'd be here, so he's still situated to come down and like hit the edge of this box.
Yeah.
But there's not much like action. There's not much action around the top platform. It's all like this area in these kinds of motions, and then everything in terms of the actual ground movement is based around like him operating like within like going from box to box, sort of.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So like there's a very specific structure to how he's like doing his movement, but I feel like this is kind of like what it is. Something like this, or like this, into this, into this.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that a lot too.
And it feels very organized, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like it's also kind of like plays into his like wanting to go onto the platform too. Because if he decides to go onto the platforms as part of this, right? Then that would involve him going here, and then he's like operating, but like he's got a movement built into it, like this into this. That naturally like plays into this.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's like, or here into here, right? Because like this would also be a way to board it. So like he also going into like that. Like this actually makes a ton of sense. So I feel like it's like there's a lot of organization with how he's like built his neutral game, that like around being able to cover like big spaces effectively, even though this character is kind of clumsy about like how they move.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. What do you think?
I really like that too.
Something we can perhaps apply to our own gameplay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you think what advantage do you think it's going to have over what you're currently doing?
I think staying more focused is a big thing, and not cornering myself as much versus Falco, because that's very scary. Like really keeping more control over the space.
True.
Instead of flying around willy-nilly.
I feel like the audio's like on a different match, but that's okay. So
Yeah.
what do you like? What do you find? So Kalvar, I feel like, is doing the matchup like pretty effectively right now. Like he's just kind of doing like the Marth versus Luigi thing, where it's like get him above you with up air, like just kind of do your thing,
Yeah.
like never let him land. This is definitely a matchup I think that you can win off of advantage state. And I feel like Kalvar's just hasn't, like, I don't think he's done anything, like, super exciting, but, like, everything he's done, like,
Yeah.
what he's done is very well done. And it's very, like, very much the matchup, but, like, what do you think Jah has to do to overcome this? Because I feel like this is, like, kind of one of, like, Luigi's nightmare matchups when it's, like, played right.
He has to get past the sword. Like, has to get into Marth's hilt zone, I guess.
True. So, how has he done that so far? Like, I feel like he's kind of, like, he's just moving in quick. Like, he's moving in quickly.
Yeah.
I feel like he's also, like, doing a good job. Like, that movement would have been tricky. Like, I really like this because this has a lot of, like, different ways it can go.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think of this movement, like, setup?
I really like that. The full hop and then fast fall, or fast fall through the platform. It's like a really, really good mix-up. Like, you can land on the platform, or you can go through the platform, land on the stage, or you can go through the platform, double jump, wave land off.
Yeah, so let's map this out. So, like, from here, he goes here, then he full hops backwards. He's actionable this entire time. So I think that's important to note. Because, like, a lot of times, like, with Luigi, I think it's easy for us to, like, move quickly, but not actually have much actionability. So, from here, he's then able to go here, where he is still actionable. We'll actually say equals green. So where he isn't actionable, we'll do in red.
Mm-hmm.
So then, from here, he double jumps up.
Mm-hmm.
So double jumps up is actionable for basically all of that, except for the double jump. And then he's ideally going, like, he wanted to wave land here. So this he's not actionable. But then the instant he's in the air again, he is actionable. So then this would be, like, actionable. This would be actionable. Like, whether he goes here, whether he double jumps back up here, whether he, like, wave land, like, or he could theoretically wave land, like, double jump and wave land back onto the platform and go across it. At which point he would be actionable at the end of it. So, there's, like, a lot of pathing options available to him. Like, there's a lot of pathing options available to him here. Some of which are stronger than others, but, like, I think that what really stands out to me here is that there's a lot of ways he can move, and a lot of them involve, like, him having, like, there's, like, what really stands out to me is, like, how much freedom he has with, like, these different, like, movements. Like, there's only really these long movements where he can't actually control his character effectively. Everything else is, like, he keeps himself very actionable, and he's also able to act at different points during it at different speeds. Like, this is a nightmare, I think, for Marth to defend against, because he can come at him at so many angles.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, when Luigi, like, I think what I'm learning here is, it's kind of like something I already knew, but, like, when Luigi has to, like, go in, like, directly into Marth's sword, like, at full speed, and just kind of, like, hope that things work out, that is not where he wants to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he wants some amount of, like, ambiguity with how he's, like, choosing to engage. And he needs to manufacture that himself somehow.
Yeah.
He doesn't just innately have that the way that, like, the dash dancers and air fighters do.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, using his full hop and, like, his good full hop and great wave landing physics to, like, create that, like, ambiguity through something like a system like he had on that full hop play, I think that's, like, really, really sick. And then getting into, like, these, like, how he inches around in this position, like, I think is also really good.
Yeah.
How do you usually play those spacing there? Is it the same thing, more or less, or?
Yeah, I like to do the same thing. I don't think I've ever gone for grab there. I think I usually F tilt.
What do you think? But you can see the importance of grab here, right?
Yeah, very much. I think versus Sheik, I've noticed that I have to grab here a lot more often. Because they like to just waveland or ledge dash shield.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you hit them, you just get hit back.
So why not grab here more as a default?
I think if they come on stage, I think it should be the default for sure. Like as soon as I see them commit to a waveland, I think a grab would be a good idea.
Okay, so if they do like an aerial, if they do like an aerial, then you want to forward tilt because like that denies the jump, right?
Yeah, forward tilt or F smash, one of the two. I think both of them work really well.
Okay. What if we went for what if we went for forward tilt if we can hit them out of the air, but if they're going to but if they're trying to beat our forward tilt, because they might space their aerial to try to beat out our forward tilt, but then in those cases we just don't swing and then we grab them.
Yeah.
Because grab is also has extra leniency, an extra 2 frames of leniency roughly on spot dodges, right? Because it can hit the shield or the vulnerability frame, whereas F tilt will not hit the shield frame.
Yeah.
So it technically has for characters who do not have shines, it's actually better at hitting with punishing. So that can be that can be a consideration. It also overrides it also will win attack to grab interactions. If they put out a move that overlaps our body on the same frame that we're grabbing them, our grab wins that one. So that's that's another I feel like grab needs to be the biggest thing that I'm getting from here is grab is a really big part of his gameplay. Yeah. And it needs to be a bigger part of yours.
Yeah, I think so too.
His rinse and repeats are I feel like rinse and repeats are the type of thing where you can kind of reach a certain skill level with them, and then they're all kind of the same at that point. But I will say that there's something about how he does his that I really really like. I think he kind of babysits. Is that crazy to say? Let me see here. So he does this. He waits the last second. Okay, cool. Does this. And this one, he knows that there's nothing that Marth can do, so he waits the last second. Yeah. It's not that he babysits, it's just he's really good about timing the ledge, grab super, super late. He really does, have great timing with this character. And I would still say on the right side there was some babysitting. It's just, very conservative. But you know what? With Luigi's low air mobility, maybe that's what he needs. I like how he's doing things. I think that there's very good order of operations here. And there's kind of an appropriate amount. It feels like he's keeping track of the mix-ups well. I haven't seen these down throws though. Do you know what game those come up in?
Maybe it was the forward throws and he mixed up a down throw.
Okay.
Is what it was.
Sure. Let's watch on regular speed because I want to see more of this set. Who wins on the FD game?
Marth for sure.
This is game 5.
Yeah, I think it's crazy that I just don't think Marth know how to play the matchup very well, because if you're on FD and there's no platforms, you should just never touch the ground.
Let's look at the FD game. I think that this FD game is going to be instructive. Let's look at this. This is what? A 4-minute game? Sure.
I think they played last 2 games on FD or something.
Really?
I think so. Yeah, because Jah lost the first one on Dreamland.
So then Kalvar counterpicks Yoshi story.
No, Oh, maybe he did. Oh, yeah. And then he lost there and then went to FD.
So this is okay, so this is kind of what I expect to see. Luigi getting sharked. So he missed the wave dash out of shield grab, cool. Like, that
Yeah.
shouldn't happen, but it's all good. So these down tilts, I feel like are going to be like a big theme. How do we feel about Marth down tilt?
It's the worst thing to happen to this game.
Okay, so we don't like it.
No, no, we hate it. It's very hard to get him to stop down tilting.
Could you do a similar thing to like the Falco laser where you like hop above it and then like down B?
Yeah. I think you get a lot less versus Marth because it's a lot harder to get both hits.
Okay.
And if you only get the first hit, you kind of just get put back into air jail.
True. So how does he get this opening? So Marth respawns, gets this, spot dodges a grab. Okay, classic. Down smash, cool. He's using crouch canceling like and spot dodge a lot. Like this to me is like he's just kind of Luigiing him.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. Okay, so talk to me about this interaction. So like after this, like the choice to just grab right away. It's almost like a tomahawk, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I really like that grab actually, because I think a lot of times if you're coming down, Mars will just land and then shield, expecting you to like nair or down air their shield, and then they get another grab or something of the sort.
This also like using the cyclone to be within range to air dodge is like crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like that recovery, I think is like probably just like kept him alive.
Yeah.
Great sweet spot. It's really his defense, isn't it? That's like winning him this one. Like it's it's the decisions with the grabs and like getting things. But like also this is not an easy up B to hit.
No.
But like the choice of like when he timed his like ledge stand, like this is very, very well done micro. But I think that the big theme here I'm noticing is that like he's willing to trade damage. He's also still doing like the gambly stuff with like down B that we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also willing to spot dodge and grab it like a lot. Those forward tilts were godlike. Those were like insane. I also think this forward throw choice. Talk to me about this forward throw choice, because I think that this was amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
Because like if he holds in, he probably gets something, and if he holds out, then like he just gets like an edge guard opportunity.
Mm-hmm. If
like
he
he
holds
drops,
in, you get an F tilt, holds out, you just get to try and edge guard him.
Yeah, so
like
I think
with a single back air, you just kill him.
Yeah, like, and I think that like what we're seeing here is that once it's almost like once Marth is in like that this angle, this kind of position with like Luigi and going up, like if Luigi's already here, he's kind of just got him.
Yeah.
So I think that this creating he's really good about creating with his throws and things. He's really good about creating this kind of alignment between the characters.
Yeah.
Like this to me is like where all the magic is happening. And I think that like that's important to acknowledge. So like let's actually flag this, because I think that this alignment is meaningful.
Yeah.
And then yeah, like this is like, and I think what we'll do is like maybe we'll like stamp this as like this position out of throw, like out of throw, grab, hit, out of throw / hit is kind of what Luigi's want, is peak. That, as the kids would say.
Yeah.
Because, like, he's below him, he's actionable, Marth is still going up a bit, and then, like, yeah, just, like, everything Luigi does, like, in this box here, or, like, this box here, just, like, kind of, like, dominates him.
Yeah, I noticed, I played Junebug's DK one time, and I got put in this position so much, and it was, as soon as I got there, I was like, oh god, I'm gonna die for this. Even at, like, 0%, it was just so devastating to be a little bit above him, like that.
Yeah, because he just back airs you 6 times, right?
Yeah.
So like this is this is Luigi's back air. Like Luigi's forward tilt and like Luigi's forward tilt fair and back air, and I guess up air and I guess down smash. Like these are really like his back air. Like these are really his like Donkey Kong back air. Like he has to do more stuff, which is why like his life is harder. But like at the same time, like it's like God, and like the patience in these like this to me is crazy. Like the choices he makes in this scrap, like, because he knows that he's not able to like, after he does like this this wave dash and he's too far away, he knows that it's gonna be super awkward to like hit the follow up. So then he like he's willing to go behind him with it.
Yeah,
so good.
I think that was the down air where like I'd almost won him the game because mixed him up on the DI.
Like, that down throw was crazy. I would taunt, too. Honestly, go Jah.
Yeah,
like, more power to you.
That's crazy.
How does, like, the first Dreamland game go disastrously? Because I'm curious about this really quick. Like, because he's up a lot here. Where does it all go wrong?
Yeah.
Does he just get, like, Luigi'd and, like, juggled for, like, 8 trillion damage? Oh, no, it's gonna happen. I can feel it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he just got Luigi. He got, like, he got floated. He got disadvantage stated. Gotcha. How do we avoid this from happening? Because I think this is one thing I want to kind of address. Like, how does it all go wrong? So, like... do we just, like, do we just not jump here?
You have to eat the forward air.
Okay.
And then...
Yeah.
I think you have to eat the forward airs all the way off stage and then recover.
You know, I don't think he can actually get you off stage with, like, the forward airs easily. Because, like, hear me out. So, what if on this forward air we DI in?
Yeah, I was just thinking that too, like DI in and then try to wave land on top platform or something.
Or, like, DI away on the next one to go across the platform.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think, like, the pathing, like, I think this is, like, a good spot to leave it because we're out of time. But, like, I think that this situation is worth looking into. Because I think, like, my like, tinfoil hat theory is, like, if Luigi's here and Marth hits him with, like, the fair, like, and Marth hits him with, like, a fair going this way, and you go in on it, like, sorry, like, going, like, the up and in for, like, the tipper, and we, like, hold in on it to go up here, then, like, I don't think Marth has a good way of, like, solving this problem. Because, like, if we hold, like, as long as we, like, hold in enough that he has to hit us with center hitbox, I feel like the line of play is just we go this way.
Yeah, true. Okay.
Right? Because, like, we want to use this, like, it's all because there's this surface here. Because as soon as, all we have to do is aim here, and we're good.
Okay.
Because, like, what else does he do here? Like, I guess he could up air, but, like, that's not good for him, because now we have the top and side platform to play with.
Yeah.
So hold jump, like, so my tinfoil hat theory with Marth, like, my, like, big theory about how Marth works in general, is that the instant you force him to full hop or double jump is when you, like, hold in, and then, like, sorry, you, on the play where he full hop or double jumps, you hold in, and then on the next play you hold out.
Okay.
Because, like, because you, like, hug him, like, because you kind of, like, hug him, right? Like, if this is Marth, you kind of hug him, and then he wants to push you away, but he doesn't have running momentum anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah. So I think that we have. So I think this was good. I think we definitely were due for an analysis. How did you find like that? How did you find that this went?
I really like this. I think you kind of pointed out some things that I noticed, but I think you definitely elaborated on some things that I really liked to hear, like especially like the Falco, like his zones of control. And then the Marth positioning. Yeah,
so like grabs need. So I think that grabs need to be a bigger focal point in play, and I'm gonna flag in that one. We want to be looking at grabs versus mid fallers and floaties. as a vehicle, no, as a vehicle to create that F tilt position that we highlighted as being very strong.
Yeah, I was actually doing some of that labbing a while ago with like the mid flyers like Sheik, Peach, and Marth. And I think F throw is just the best throw at almost all percents that aren't 0 until like 60 to 70. Or maybe 80 or 90.
Yeah, and I think that Falco zones of control, what I want to highlight here is like Jah doesn't directly contest Falco's top platform position much, if ever, and focuses more on trying to guard the side platforms and space below the side platforms as his priorities when fighting the hit and run style. I think the other big thing to point out here is when to hold in versus Marth fares. Try to hug Marth as he's going up with a slow jump, like in place full hop or double jump, and then hold out on the next one. Held out on the next one to go across a platform, or build an awkward amount of height. If he has to tip, or if he's encouraged to tip or fare, to uer/tip or fare. Because I think that's like another big one. Like, it's sometimes good to just take the height and kind of work from there. And then the other thing I would say here is like, the pathing, neutral pathing with full hop. Like I think that the actionability Jah has on that full hop back setup is something worth looking into. When trying to find a way in without overextending. / cutting off retreat options. Is there anything else that really anything else you want to flag here for takeaways?
I don't think so. I think this is some good stuff to go off of.
Awesome. I would say the only other thing I would comment on is grab as a whiff punish versus aerials and normals. And then I want to flag faster in quotes versus non-space animal panic buttons. Non-space animal and /Jigglypuff panic buttons. And I think with that, that's where we'll call it. I think there's a lot of things to work with here. Do you are you thinking that you might want to do more analysis kind of things in the future?
Yeah, I think so.
Pog.
Fine.
Just find the sets. Like, you're the Luigi expert, so if you come with sets, I'm happy to look at them.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I'll let you go, Bees, but take care. And yeah, this is a good change of pace. I'm glad we did this.